Welcome to the Holly Springs Real Estate Market Report for 2014. My name's Ed Nearing. How many of you know someone who was affected by the last housing bubble? Wouldn't it have been great to go and see this graph to know which way the market was going and what was about to happen? See, there's a huge gap between information and actionable knowledge. Information by itself is useless. What's truly important is being able to understand, analyze, and use the information for your best outcome. In this video, my goal is to give you the resources so you have a better understanding of what's going on in the local marketplace and where we see it going. Let's get started and take a look at the following items that we'll be covering. We've all heard that real estate is supply and demand, but what does that really mean? First thing we need to know is with the monthly supply of homes actually dictates which way the prices are going. The market has ups and downs all the time. By having a 6-month average, it gives us a better understanding of what's going on. Some of the key items we need to look at is the monthly supply, so we know which way prices are going. Next is the amount of homes available versus the amount of homes that's currently pending. We take note of what percentage list to sell that the actual homes are getting when they receive an offer. If you're a buyer and an agent is basing the listing price by historical data what homes sold for 6 to 12 months ago, this is going to be a great opportunity if they don't factor in the increase. I see a lot of sellers leaving money on the table by still using a CMA as a pricing strategy and not paying close enough attention to what's going on in the market. I had a very successful real estate investor teach me this strategy. I will come back to the market report and show you how this relates to the overall market. The sold price for Holly Springs in 2013 was $283,000 out of the 917 homes that sold last year. I was informed when buying great investment deals to look where most of the buyers are. Makes sense, doesn't it? This strategy would be we would look for homes 20% above to 30% below the average price there. Out of that, in his targeted range, there was 392 homes sold in this price range. Now let's go back to the chart here and show you how this relates to his strategy. The overall average in Holly Springs, if you look in the bottom right corner that we discussed, is a 2.9 month supply, which the market itself is appreciating overall. But let's look at in his target price range from 189 to 340. You can see there's anywhere from a 3.1 to a 1.6 month supply. So his targeted price range has been going up. Now what we call the high hill, the price above 340, you can see there's anywhere from a 4.1 all the way up to a 36 month supply. So depending on where you're at based on the supply, you can see that the home prices are depreciating in that there. So it's just a good overall thing. And the other thing is too is during the last housing bubble, the homes in this upper range took the biggest hit. The reason I wanted to go ahead and show you the last 5 years is so you can have an overall idea of what the amount of homes sold each year and how the prices have been going up. It also shows you the amount of homes sold each month if you're planning on selling in a particular month. New construction homes have a big impact on the local market and supply. 2014 is looking like another great year. One of the biggest impacts I am watching and taking note on is most of the building under 300,000 is really low in supply. Many of the developments like Garrison, the Highlands, Forest Springs, and Overlook are almost completely sold out. This is going to have a huge impact for potential buyers and homeowners this year. Watch our monthly reports where we break this down and track it a lot closer. Expert advice versus perfect advice. Here's the difference. No one can predict the future. That's why it's so important when I educate you on the market reports that you realize that there's not one size fits all approach. When it comes to selling, there's over 115 variables and buying over 70. My number one goal here for doing these videos is to provide you the education resources that will help guide you in knowing you personally will be able to go ahead and make the best decision possible. The SWOT analysis, our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This is what we see for 2014. Known for so long as a bedroom community, Holly Springs finally has the commercial comforts and amenities. With the new 540, we now have great access to the surrounding area. We have awesome new restaurants and great shopping. We even have our own movie theater, baseball park, and bowling alley coming. As far as weaknesses, it comes from growth. The traffic during the morning and evening rush hours are getting extremely busy. The opportunities we see here, We moved here ourselves from Michigan for better opportunities for our children. With a great job base and great schools and colleges, we feel this is a blessed place to give our kids a great start. The whole Wake County area with RTP has done an incredible job of building and keeping local talent. As far as threats, our biggest threat is our schools. Holly Springs, along with 21 other schools, now have implemented caps. We've been for so long one of the schools that can go ahead and have your kids live close to the school and be able to get in there. It's now with the caps, we're running into the same problems the other areas are having now. But there is good news coming. Apex this fall is opening up a new high school and supposed to be opening up a new 300 spots here in the high school, and in 2016 there's already in the works for a new elementary school. It will be located on the New Hill by the 12 Oaks subdivision. We also provide the National Expert Advisors Monthly Reports, so you are aware of what's going on at the national level that will also affect us locally. The biggest thing we need to be aware of for 2014 is the interest rates. By the first quarter of 2015, the rates by the industry experts are predicted to rise at least 1%, with the governments getting out of backing mortgages. You might have heard it called quantitative easing. To better understand the impact, we look back at the history of the last 4 rate increases of at least 1% and more. In each case, the market price has still continued to rise. The Home Price Expectation Survey for the next 5 years predicts an overall 19% gain in 2018. So how will the rates affect the affordability for the first quarter of 2015? You can just see with the payments from 4.3 to 5.3, and also the homes going up on value, what they're predicting to from 246 to 256. The price difference alone in the payments will be $200, so that's going to have a huge impact if you wait till next year to go ahead and buy. One of the best things I ever heard was from a young quarterback that played for the Seahawks here during the last Super Bowl. They asked him why they won so easily, and he said one of the most smartest things I've ever heard: separation by preparation. He said we were the most prepared team. What I want to do is go ahead and make sure you take this opportunity here to go ahead and make sure that you're educated. And one of the big differences that I noticed from when we had the housing bubble is housing advice versus housing education. Asking for advice means tell me what to do. Seeking education means tell me what to study so I can learn what I need to do. On our website, we have a lot of great resources to keep yourself educated. You can go ahead and see our main website address there. Feel free to go ahead and go on there if you want to sign up. We have actually one of the best online searches where we have more than 30% more homes than Trulia and Zillow. They have all kinds of great pictures and videos and everything else on there. So take the time, watch our local monthly reports and our national monthly reports, and educate yourself, please. Thank you and God bless.